Why now is the best time to wholesale real estate. Now, let me read you all off some Redfin article titles that I've been reading. US home sellers are sitting on nearly 700 billion worth of listings, an all-time high. New apartments are sitting vacant, giving renters power to negotiate concessions. US tariffs and its impact on real estate. High housing costs are keeping home buyers at bay, but price relief is in sight. The US housing market has nearly 500,000 more sellers than buyers, the most on record. That will likely cause home prices to fall. And this is the reason why I think it's a great time to get into real estate and into wholesaling real estate, because we're now switching to a buyer's market for the first time in a couple of years. Now, there was a slight switch in 2022 when the Fed started raising interest rates, and that kind of brought mortgage rates back up, but people were still buying. People quickly adjusted and people were still buying properties for over asking. But this time is different because there's definitely more uncertainty in the market. You have tariffs, you have rates staying high, and home prices are staying stagnant. So we're going to discuss all of that in today's video. Be sure you all like this video, subscribe, and comment down below. Now, wholesale real estate is essentially getting a property under contract and selling that contract over to an end buyer. So you're not buying the contract or buying the property yourself. You're selling that piece of paper over to another buyer, and they are the one that closes on the property, flips it, or hold it as a rental, or tears it down, bring and build a new construction. People who will want to get started in real estate start with wholesaling because it doesn't take a lot of upfront capital. It does take money, but it doesn't take a ton of upfront capital. Now, what's happening right now in 2025 in the real estate market, and why do I believe it's a great time to get started in wholesale real estate, is because of these changes that are happening, and we're starting to see some price relief or some slowing down the increase of price. Even in my own market, where we're not usually that impacted as much as other markets when the market turns, because I remember I was talking to other investors and they said, yeah, when 2008, 2009 happened, prices weren't really affected here. But now this time, prices are being affected. I talked to investors that say that their flips are sitting longer on the market. Especially last winter, it was super hard for them to sell their properties. And I'm even seeing properties that I know a year ago would have sold within a week is sitting for months. And now myself and other investors are giving lower offers than what we would have done before. Over the past month, I have submitted multiple offers, 20-25% lower than listing. And yes, some of them are being outright rejected, but some of them are being hit with some counters. People are saying, how about this? How about that? But I'm sticking to my price essentially. But I know there are people that are willing to go that low for the prices or the homes, especially if their listing has been on the MLS for over 100 days, right? And people can't get away with just listing a property without new paint and new flooring, right? You have to do these things. There's this property that I submitted an offer on. It was listed for around $300,000, and I offered them $240,000 with concessions. So $240,000, that's a 20% drop in price, right? It's a pretty steep offer, right, for this market. But I still thought it was fair because they still needed some renovation done on the property. The bones were pretty good. The roof, the structure, it was on a slight slope, but it seemed like they took care of the water and there wasn't a lot of water puddling anywhere. But they did reject that offer. But with that property, it's in a great area. It's on a quiet street. It's at the end of a cul-de-sac, and it's in a good school zone, in a nice area, as I said, but it's not selling. Literally, a year ago, that house would have been sold by now. But because they still need their carpet to be replaced, they don't have the best photos, the house needs to be painted, it's not selling. And another thing I'm finding is that people are preferring 4 bedrooms way more than 3 bedrooms. And a 4-bedroom house sells way much faster now than a 3-bedroom. If a 3-bedroom is priced correctly, it'll sell fast. But I've been noticing 4 bedrooms are where it's at now. And so, even though I have a duplex that I rent out, I've been looking at single family homes because I've been looking at the potential of owning a home in the future. Especially, I do believe, yes, prices are going to slow down a little bit, but home prices are just going to go up. And I'm thinking, hey, if I ever want to purchase a single family, let me own one and have renters in it as I'm still renting. And when it comes to the time where I want to live in my house, I can do that. Of course, I'm not going to kick people out, but if they eventually, when they eventually move out, I can consider living in that house. So I've been looking up different deals, seeing what's happening in the area, and that's the property that I came across. Now, why is this so good for wholesale real estate? It's because homeowners are now considering lowering their price. I've been seeing price cuts on a ton of properties too. They're lowering their price every week, every 2 weeks, or every 3, 4 weeks, whatever their routine is. They're lowering their price. There's more listings, so there's more competition, and buyers are just set in their ways. They're either just cool with just renting, or they're not looking to move, right? And so you have a lot more listings. And I do believe more home sellers, especially even some investors, they understand the market. They understand tariffs are happening, and there's a lot of economic uncertainty. And so they want to sell their house and collect the money so they can hold it and buy another property when things are looking a little bit better. But people are seeing what's happening and what's coming down the line in this economy. And so this is when a wholesaler can step up. They can submit a great offer on a property that needs repairs. And I think a lot of wholesalers are going to find great deals on the MLS. Just looking on realtor.com, redfin.com, zillow.com, and you'll find properties you can filter it where you can have 100 days listing or more. It doesn't even have to be that much. Honestly, people will consider your offers once it's over 60 days, 50 days. Honestly, and then from there you can submit offers. You can be in contact with the realtor, and you can wholesale that deal on the MLS, especially if you know investors will like this deal, like this property, if you can get it out at a lower price, of course, because that investor probably saw that property at the price, but they don't want to bother, making an offer because they know they need to be at a certain price. So that's where you as a wholesaler can come in and be that middleman between the end buyer and the seller or the agent, whatever it is. And then just regular wholesaling real estate where you're either cold calling, you're sending out mailers, you're sending out texts. All of these different tactics are going to continue on working in today's age. And now there's more motivation on sellers to sell their homes. As I was reading the titles of these articles, listings have increased. So there's definitely more listings out there for people to consider. And so there's more opportunities for you as a wholesaler to look at deals and to send to your end buyer. So the thing is to stay consistent, right? Stay consistent with your marketing. If you have direct mail on, ringless voicemails, cold calls, to stay consistent. And now it's time to go back to those old leads, right? Where you thought they were way out of price. Now their sentiment might be much different. Go back to those leads, talk to them, see if they're willing to accept an offer. All right, you all, hope you all enjoyed this video on why I think now is a great time to start wholesale real estate. If you all have any questions, be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.